Maximum belt? Is this Charizard? All right, I'm gonna put a prediction up for y'all on Twitch. Get your predictions in while you can. Are we allowed to play with character sleeves or two, or only solid color sleeves? You can play with official Pokemon TCG artwork sleeves. That looks like Charizard. You can use blank sleeves or official Pokemon artwork sleeves, official Pokemon product sleeves. If you do go that route, though, I'd recommend double sleeving. Why are they so obsessed with Zoroark? I refuse to believe the deck is real. I don't know why you think they're obsessed with Zoroark. Why did everyone say player on right? Why not? You hang your toilet paper roll over or under? I mean, there's only one correct answer to that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and not respond to it because you should assume. I would like for you to assume that I'm a reasonable person, and there's only one answer if you think someone's a reasonable person. So I'm not gonna answer your question really. Where can I see the standings and the decks they are using? You can't. Why do Japanese players always have nice sleeves? It's always a bland color for regionals. Because they're just more expensive and more gimmicky. You have to like use over sleeves to actually make them usable. They're honestly just like inefficient, and yeah, like not using a blank sleeve is just inefficient. You have to oversleeve them, and then the deck is super bulky and everything. It's just like not worth the hassle. Japan Pokemon have better taste? No, that is not why. It's just literally inefficient. You should the primes up there, Paris, Texas. Welcome to the Rat Pack. Got plenty of efficient sleeve users and some annoying believers. The dark energy is literally an eyeball. Yeah, that energy is so sick. We never got those energies, I don't think. I'm pretty sure we never got those energies in America. So you don't double sleeve? No. Double sleeving is cringe. The only reason to double sleeve is if you use artwork sleeves. Japan uses art sleeves more. They are actually cheaper than regular sleeves. That would be well, but they also oversleeve them though. Like pretty much everyone in Japan who uses artwork sleeves oversleeves their sleeves. So are they really cheaper if you're oversleeving them? I don't know if that's true. It depends how much the oversleeves cost. Actually, it looks like the Iona player might not be using oversleeves. I'm actually not sure. It's hard to tell. The player on the left looks like they definitely have oversleeves, but oh, here we go. We got some Ho-Oh action. You have to sleeve your sleeves. What's the point of a sleeve? Get the artwork, to play with the artwork. That's literally it, to play with the artwork sleeves. Alright, we played Iono. I think we still have access to Squawkabilly here. We can get pretty aggressive here. Hey, Dragon Shields for like $9 and Pokemon sleeves are usually 12 to 15. Well, yeah, it's different over in Japan though. There's a lot of ass to the bench. We're going in Vessel. So was it Ho-Oh, Monkey Dory? I do see Monkey Dory in there. Dude, I don't even... What is going on here? Also, do you think the next set will have most impact on the meta than Journey Together? I don't know. Don't ask me questions about the next format. I need to time you out now. Bye. Armor Rouge or Ethan's box? Is it just Ho-Oh? It could just be Ho-Oh Monkey Dory, I guess. All right, the Ho-Oh EX is loaded up here. Latias on the bench. Here comes the Squawkabilly for 6. I assume we're just trying to attack turn 1 with Ho-Oh here, which means we're just looking for Ho-Oh plus fire. Let's see. Why was that dark energy so big? Big energy. I see Prime Catcher. I see Ultra Ball. I see Vessel. So, I mean, they could attack with Ho-Oh this turn. It's just really costly. But you got Prime, so you can Prime KO Lone Charmander here or go after the Pidgey. Probably going after the Charmander is correct, though. What's the best looking energy? If you don't remember the set, describe it. The next energy they come up with. They're working on it still. Just wait. Let them cook. Here comes the Ultra Ball. Giving up Snowy Mountain, of course. And a Superior Energy Retrieval. I mean, he's got to go for second Ho-Oh here so you can actually get the turn 1 attack. Ho-Oh number 2. On it. Oh, number 2 being activated. Can you split the energies? I would assume no. So the hand is a energy and a prime catcher. Goes after the Pidgey here, not the Charmander. So Candy Charizard Defiance Band. I believe KO's the Ho-Oh here. Actually, let me bring up the... Oh, they just showed up 230. Yeah. So Candy Charizard Defiance Band is pretty good. I can't imagine Charizard not ever playing Defiance Band. I guess maybe in this format you don't play it anymore, but Charizard top deck. Ooh, I mean, Ultra Ball for Fez is the only way to get access to a Candy or an Arven this turn. Charizard and Pidgeot in hand. What's Ho-Oh do? 160 damage, and then its ability accelerates 2 fire energy from your hand to one of your benched Ethan's Pokemon. Okay, we're into the Poffin here. I assume second Charmander plus second Pidgey is going to be found here. Oh no, looks like Tatsugiri is getting lined up. I feel like that's not going to lead to a knockout this turn though. I see Team Evo in the deck. They are playing Dusknoir as well. 2 Team Evo in there. Oh, the attack also heals 50. Okay, okay. Does it need to be inactive or can it be on the bench and accelerate to itself? I believe it has to be on the bench, and it can accelerate to itself, but I believe it has to be on the bench. I'll pull up the translation real fast. Once your turn, you may attach up to 2 basic fire energy cards from your hand to one of your benched Ethan's Pokemon. Oh, it can be in the active. It just has to go to a benched Ethan's Pokemon. Okay. There's the Pidgey and Charmander. That's what I thought we were going to get, but no. Going to go for the Tatsugiri instead. What are we looking for off this Tatsugiri, though? If we go Fire Retreat. If we go Fire Energy Retreat, I guess Arven for Candy Charmander? It's not terrible, I guess. Yeah, Arven for Candy Charmander. Or maybe we just look for Arven to get Candy and then pass, and then we go Candy Pidgeot, Candy Charmander next turn. I guess that would be a little bit better. We just get Arven, hold Arven. There's the Arven. Or get Arven, play Arven, get Candy, pass. Assuming the Ho-Oh player does not have Boss, because Boss would be kind of scary. There's the Arven, play the Arven. Get the Candy for next turn. Hold TM Evo, I guess. Can't use TM Evo this turn because we already attached return to retreat the Shaman. What's been the biggest cook of the day so far? Well, I can't even really remember what we've seen so far up to this point, to be honest. Biggest cook of the day. It was definitely one of the earlier rounds. What do we see? Oh, definitely the Grimmsnarl deck. Grimmsnarl, Frostlass, Monkey Dory. That's definitely been the biggest cook. Yeah. Oh, we're playing the Ultra Ball. Uh-oh, I'm yawning. Was that Hyper Aroma in the Charizard deck? Was it? Going for the Charmeleon. Wait, what did we get off the Arven? Am I tripping? We got Red Candy, right? I guess this is like a little bit. Is this actually better, or should we get second Charmander? I feel like we should Ultra Ball for another Charmander here. Maybe there's not another Charmander in the deck. We did get Candy Evo. Okay, yeah. Because now if there's Boss KO Charmeleon here, I'm still not feeling great, to be honest. But honestly, this Ho-Oh deck seems pretty bad. Like, what is this? Does this deck literally just attack with Ho-Oh? Is that it? Does it literally only attack with Ho-Oh and that's all it does? If that's all this deck does, this deck definitely just sucks, right? Just do 160 every turn. Like, all right, there's that knockout on the Tatsu. Candy Pidgeot plus Char, a classic. An insane classic combination here. Yeah, I definitely would like to have seen another. If there was another Charmeleon in the deck, or Charmander in the deck to have gotten there, I think I would like to have seen a Charmander get searched out there instead of a Ultra Ball for Charmeleon, Ultra Ball for a Charmander. But that might have been, we might be out of Charmanders at this point. Ho-Oh player expected everyone to be playing Golden Go. So how do I beat Terrapagos with Radiant Bolt, Ogerpon? The first 2 prize knockout. And if you can't take out a knockout a 2 prizer, knock out a 1 prizer. There has to be a Typhlosion line. I don't think there is. I mean, we've seen none of the Ethan's Adventure either. Max Belzard. It is the Max Belzard. It does feel like maybe the way to go. Oh, there was another Charmander in the deck. Dude, why did we Ultra Ball for a Charmeleon there? That seems so bad. I guess, like, The reason to Ultra Ball for Charmeleon there is if you get Iono'd, you're that much closer to your Charizard. But like, I don't know. This seems just really bad, to be honest. I'm not sure. Searching out all 3 Fire Energy. One will probably make its way to the Charmander, I assume. Yeah, 1 to the Charmander, 2 to the Charizard. Charizard does knock out this Ho-Oh, and the board state on the other side is just kind of abysmal, to be honest. Like, it's looking pretty cooked at this point for sure. There's a TM Evo in hand. You could hold on to the TM Evo to play around top decking an Ultra Ball. I wouldn't hate to see the TM Evo get held. You're getting 2 prize cards with the top deck working into the next turn, but I think holding onto it seems fine. What round is this? This is round 12. Does burn the TM Evo. Okay. Doesn't seem terrible. Walkability's pushed here. Maybe you're going to hit him with the... Oh, there's an Iono in hand as well, so we're not quite done yet. Night Stretcher for a Fire Energy. Oh, hold up. Does this guy... Let me read this guy. Does this guy clap like that? Is that the boy? If any of your Ethan's Pokemon were knocked out from damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon during their last turn, this attack does 100 more damage. Oh, shit. What? He's dead. Wait, hold up. Maybe I've spoken too soon. I might have spoke too soon here. Hold on, hold on. This Pinsir's about to be swinging. But on the Charizard side, all you have to do is gust around the Pinsir and KO the Pheasantipity. Oh, you gotta do that, I guess, though. I may have spoken too soon. Pinsir tech coming in clutch. KO on the Charizard. On the other side, now we are looking for Candy Charizard plus Gust KO Pheasantipity. Because the Ethan's Pinsir only triggers if one of your Ethan's Pokemon were knocked out last turn. I see a Rare Candy in the hand, Pheasantipity in the hand as well. I don't know how risky putting Fez on the bench is. I guess Ursaluna. The Ho-Oh deck probably plays Ursaluna. There's 3. There's a Jack. We still have Quick Search available as well. Jack. Jack for Charizard. Candy Charizard. Counter Catcher off Pidgeot. KO Pheasantipity seems pretty good to me. The Chi-Yu made its way to the bench. The Chi-Yu KO Pinsir is also a play, but that seems kind of bad, to be honest. Taking a 1 prize knockout here seems terrible. Taking a 1 prize knockout here seems awful. Because, yeah, the Pinsir says, what? Yeah, if any of your Ethan's Pokemon were knocked out by damage in your last turn. And Counter Catcher's in discard? I mean, they usually play 2 Counter Catcher. That's not a big deal. They usually play multiple Counter Catcher. Might be out of energy, though. I guess that's a possibility. Maybe we have to find Super Rod here. That could be a thing. Only 1 fire in deck? I mean, that's all we need, though. We have 1 fire on our Charmander. We only need 1 fire. If there's a Counter Catcher in deck, there's a Counter Catcher in deck. They have game. If they just go Counter Catcher, KO Pheasantipity, they just win. All you need is 1. There's no Zard? Oh, is there no Zard in the deck? There's a Zard in hand. Wait, we have the Zard in hand! What? He's got it all! He's overcooking here. Just take 2 prize knockout. If you take a 1 prize knockout here, the Ho-Oh player can win with just going KO Chi-Yu into Gust KO like a Shaman or something. Yeah, it's a really poor play here. Doesn't Ho-Oh win next turn if they boss kill Fez with Luna? Well, yeah, but by KOing Pinsir, you give your opponent more time and more win conditions. If you boss KO Fez, you force your opponent on having boss Luna right then, like right on this next turn. What about Briar? I mean, Briar here would get you 2 prize cards, but then you lose to like follow up Pinsir. And Briar gets deactivated as soon as you go Chi-Yu KO the Pinsir now. Like Briar's not a line anymore. Now boss Pinsir does it? Yeah, also Pinsir plus boss wins the game as well. Yeah, this was just a terrible... This is just a really bad line from the Charizard player. Counter Catcher KO Fez is just the play here every time. Yeah, Zard overcooked. Yeah, Zard definitely just overcooked. Briar still line? No, because the Chi-Yu's gonna die here. When Chi-Yu dies, Briar's gets taken away. Like if the Chi-Yu doesn't die here, sure, Briar's a line. But like you play as if your Chi-Yu dies here. Your Chi-Yu not dying here is just criminal. Like you could win with a Duskull at that point if your Chi-Yu doesn't die here. Like you don't need anything. All right, here comes Fez for 3. I think I saw a boss in hand. So they might be able to pull together a back-to-back Pinsir play or something. But all they have to do, honestly, is knock out the active. If they just KO the active this turn, they can win next turn. They don't even have to win this turn. Now you have like +1 turn to play the game. Nest Ball for Tatsu. More draws, more support on the field now to work with if you do get Iono'd. A knockout still does have to happen this turn to play around the Briar. We do need to see a knockout this turn. But it just has to be on the Chi-Yu. They not have it like that? Maybe they don't have it like that. Ho number 1. Getting loaded. Attach return? Oh no. Oh, that's something. I don't know what it does. Oh, that's the thing where it brings all the fire energy to it, right? Volcarona or something? Every charm to the Fez.
That obviously makes 0 sense because, well, does it make any sense anywhere though?
I don't know if it makes any sense anywhere. Into the research. Penny Boss. Snowy Mount. Actually, I don't know if that's a boss. That's definitely a penny though. Well, I need to sneeze, but... Alright, there's the 1 prize card. And like I said, the Charizard player cannot win this turn because they didn't take a 2 prize knockout last turn. They do have Iono plus swing, but... Then we leave Pheasantipity around. You don't KO the Volcarona, then they're a boss KO on the Shaman away. And they have Tatsugiri in play. I feel like KO active with Charizard is the best line of play here, plus Iono. They are eyeing up that counter catcher, though. Maybe they are going to go with a counter catcher. They might go with a counter catcher play here. We'll see. $14 left, so plenty of time. There's the Iono coming in. As for 3. We haven't even used quick search yet either, right? Can I catch plus Briar's GG? Nope, they're at 1 prize card. You can't play Briar. What's the attendance at 5K again? We don't know. We're not sure about the attendance. You need to Mega Brick with Ho to lose. Are you saying in this situation specifically, or are you saying... Are you saying the deck is broken and the only way you lose is if you Mega Brick? Or that's what we're hoping for here? Honestly, I want to be shocked to see Charizard win from this position. Like, the Ho-Oh player has nothing set up, and they need to get around the Charizard. Or I guess they could pincer through the Charizard, actually. No, they could pincer again here. Oh, no, they can't pincer here. Because there's no Ethan. The Ethan's Pokemon is not getting knocked out. Yeah, pincer's not an option. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see Charizard whiff here. Like, Charizard not winning here would not be a shock to me at all. I think I gotta do a quick count of resources. Do you KO the active? They have the counter catchers. They could KO off the bench. They got some options. What was max damage 170? I think it's 160 actually. It's not even 170. It's not very much. It's not very much. 160? 160. Does it heal 50 from everything? Or what does it heal 50 from? Hang on. Heal 50 from each of your Pokemon. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. Or they go for the Pheasantipity KO. Tatsugiri gets pushed here. We're a boss away from victory. I think it's all off this Tatsu here. Look at the top 6. Is there a boss there? There is the boss. And yep, that's a dub. Boss KO Shaman. It all comes back to that one turn there from the Charizard player. They let this line of play be a possibility. They let this line of play be a possibility. I can kind of understand it a little bit if they were thinking about it. Like, you could let the game go longer and then hit them with the Iono later. I don't know. I don't like it, to be honest. I don't like it too much.